Page 36, silent movie music. You have to pretend that you're in a theater with a silent movie and you got a chase scene or something going on, and the piano player or organ player or whoever is doing it is playing real fast to keep up with what's going on the screen. This is what's known as program music. We haven't really talked about too much other than the pentascales. You have program music and you have absolute music. Program music supports a story or something, like the background music to a movie or a TV show or something. That's program music. Absolute music is music that stands on its own, like a symphony or a sonata or something like that. That stands on its own. Yeah. So this is an example of program music, where pretty much everything else we've done is an example of absolute music. Except maybe that mysterious palace thing. I mean, that when you start thinking about that kind of thing, that could be program music. Or flying or something. Yeah. Well, let's look this over. They say we're using the pentascales, or D minor and A minor, or whatever. I'm just going to go wherever the music tells me to go. 2 pages long, treble bass clef, 4/4 time signature. We got eighth notes, quarter notes, half notes. We can deal with all that, I hope. Actually, on this one, I'm going to kind of take both hands together, because most of the time it's one hand, or the left hand's not doing much. So like at the beginning, the left hand plays on beat 1. You got an A and an E, so you're in this position. And the right hand is down here. And this is we're in the A minor pentascale position. And is a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's it. Let's go down to measure 5. Measure 5, the right hand has to come up here. When you have a rest, you got time to come up. It's just 2 in the left hand. Rest. And then for measure 7, the right hand's got to come back down. Oh boy, now it's measure 9. Well, they're half notes. And it's 2-1 here, and the left hand's come up. And then here, in the right hand, we're not really in this pentascale. We're kind of, leave the thumb where it is, the hand comes up to here. So it's here. I mean, you can leave it alone and play that if you want. You can play it there. There's nothing wrong with it. So you could go most of the time, though, we would move up and use 2 and 4. Like so. Yeah. So, measure 9 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then quarter notes, same notes. Stay there. Isn't that lovely? You just gotta love this music. It's just, and then back to what you were doing at the beginning. So you put the hands together, work out the hesitations, and then we'll think about the articulation. You have a staccato in the left hand. I'm on the key and I'm bouncing off. Boom, hinge at the wrist. The right hand, you're connecting it. You have a staccato in the last one. That's pretty repetitious. On measure 9, you get accents. I would separate these slightly. It helps to bring out the accent. And then measure 13 is just the first beat of the measure. Alright, and you get accents at the bottom too. That's all part of interpreting. You got to get into it well enough that you feel it and you can adjust these articulations if you know, I don't know about the accents sometimes, but it has partly, the accent takes you up a notch from whatever dynamic level you're on. You have to keep that in mind. Like at the beginning, we're soft here, and that's both hands. I could say both hands because all the left hand has is a staccato note. Otherwise, I'd have to say keep the left hand in the background. Measure 3, come up a little bit, moderately soft. Measure 5, come up again, moderately loud. And then come back down to moderately soft, soft in measure 7. And then measure 9, you're soft with a crescendo. They don't tell you how much to crescendo to get louder, I'd go up to about a moderately loud here. So you're soft here. I don't need the accents here. I'll just soft here. Come up to there and then go back down. They could have used hairpins here. It's the same thing. But instead they wrote out crescendo and diminuendo. So you just go up and then you have the hairpin on the next one to tell you to get louder, or crescendo up to loud. Don't get loud till measure 15, so it's... And I don't need accents on loud because that would just make them very loud. Just play them loud. And then measure 17, you're moderately loud, whatever that is. And then soft, measure 19. And the last line is loud. Again, I don't need accents. Just play them loud. Okay. I think they overdo the accents just a little bit. Measure 9, 10, 11, 12, those half notes. The accents would make sense there if you were playing an instrument that could do a true accent. Because the accent just makes the beginning of the note louder and the rest of the note is the same. And so as you're telling you, ba, 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 they want you to, that feeling. We can't do that on piano. All we can do is play a little louder, and the piano takes over. So to me, those accents and a lot of this piece are not needed. They're, but if I were going to play this on a saxophone or clarinet or one of the instruments I play, a violin, whatever, then I could do the accents and make sense out of it. And then the speed, well, good luck there. As fast as possible. Are you kidding me? It has to be accurate. These eighth notes, they have to be even. Don't go just bleh. Each one is deliberate. Each one needs to be there. And they need to be controlled and even. Don't go faster than that. So everybody will play this at a different speed. Don't take it at my speed. You take it at your speed. If your fast as possible is this, if that's your fast as possible, go for it. That's whatever your movie is moving or chasing, whatever, that's this speed. But otherwise, you could speed it up depending on what you want to do. Now they've added pedal. Over here it measures 9, the first two lines there on page 37. These, I like it without pedal. They've added pedal, okay. So at measure 9, I'm going to push the notes down right after the pedal. And I'm going to lift it up before measure 17. I don't want to connect the end of measure 16 to this. I want a little silence between them. So I'm going to lift the pedal up with the, hand. So I get just a little silence. So it measures 16 here, and I'm going to lift it. So there's just a hair in there. That's interpreting it. If you don't want the silence, then lift the pedal up as you play the notes in measure 17. And that will connect them. And that's all you're doing with the pedal. Well, I don't know. Please don't take it at my speed, you take it at your speed. Let's play this together very slowly so we can double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do any dynamics. I'm not going to do the pedal, so you can hear the notes better without it. So I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, and go, and. Rest. And 4, and. Rest, 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 2, 4, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, and 4. In. Rest. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Rest. Rest.